Yo, and we right back with another one, man. And this one, I wanted to just give y'all a little quick, brief review of a Foia document that we dug up on Reddit, man. This is a really good breakdown, so we're gonna take a minute and go over this, man. This is the Lil Pat Lamron, Lil Pat breakdown, man. The big brother of Pluto from Lamron, man. But before we get started, hit that subscribe button, man, and thumb up the video. The channel is spreading out, man. We drop trending topics, we drop paperwork, we drop exclusive documents just to inform you, like such as the facial recognition video I dropped a couple of days ago, just breaking down how CPD uses their cameras for facial recognition and so forth. It's good information on the channel, so I'd appreciate it if you check that out. All right, but let's get started. Let's get into this, man. We got Lil Pat, Lamron, DPC. That's the dog pound. So we gonna start it off, man. We got DeMonte Richardson, aka Lil Pat, Lamron, the big brother of Pluto Lamron, is riding around with two friends in a car, and they decide to stop in CMB Hood because the two people, Lil Pat, was apparently with. It was a. He says Lil Pat was apparently knew some people they saw. The two friends got out of the car to go talk with them, and one of them being Chicken, CMB, Lil Pat's killer. Lil Pat stays inside waiting for them. All right, and then he's got the document here that's some parts of the are redacted, of course, to which we know. So let's read that. Redacted stated the following in essence and not verbatim. Redacted stated that the prior to the shooting, he was driving around in Redacted's car with Richardson and an individual he knew as Redacted. Redacted stated that Redacted's first name was Redacted. All right, and so we got that part there. Redacted stated that his driver's license was suspended, so Redacted was driving the car. Redacted stated that he was sitting in the back seat and Richardson was in the front passenger seat. Redacted stated that they were driving around smoking a blunt, a cigar hollowed out and filled with cannabis. Redacted stated they drove northbound on Sangamon Street from 71st Street, and he, Redacted, saw some guys he knew from the neighborhood named Redacted Chicken and Redacted. Redacted stated he told Redacted to pull over at the corner of 70th and Sangamon. Redacted stated that Redacted Chicken and Redacted were standing behind a wrought iron fence surrounding the apartment building at 7000 South Sangamon Street. Redacted stated that after Redacted parked the car, he and Redacted got out of the car and walked over to where Redacted Chicken and Redacted were standing. Richardson remained in the car. Redacted stated he engaged in a conversation with Redacted, White Chicken, and Redacted walked away. Redacted stated that Redacted told him that Richardson couldn't be over there. Redacted explained that the block that they were parked on was in Gangster Disciple territory, and Richardson was a Black Disciple, BD, from Dog Pound faction from 72nd and Green. So as we can see here, this Joker got it right, man, and from the first part of it all. All right, so let's get to it. All right, Redacted stated that Alexander said, "Man, dude can't be over here," referring to Richardson. Redacted stated that Alexander said that Richardson had disrespected Redacted by saying him on social media. Redacted stated that Redacted and White walked closer to the wrought iron fence, and Redacted said, "Who you talking about?" Redacted stated that Alexander said, "Dude from the pound," referring to Richardson. Redacted stated he said, "That's Redacted. You know what's going on. What's the problem?" Redacted stated that. Redacted then stated, no, he can't be here. Redacted stated that this conversation was going on. He, Redacted, was getting loud and argumentative with Alexander. Redacted stated that a male Black known to him as Redacted walked up behind him. Redacted stated that Redacted was a Crazyville GD, and he also asked, "Who are you talking about, Lil Pat?" Redacted stated that as he turned around and answered, "Yeah, he saw White in the middle of Sangamon walking eastbound towards the Park Nissan Maxima. Redacted stated that when he was talking to Alexander, he never noticed White come out from behind the wrought iron fence. Redacted stated that White had a white t-shirt wrapped around the lower part of his face from the nose down over his chin. Redacted stated that White had no shirt on and was wearing dark blue pants. Redacted stated that White had his hand inside of the front of his pants. Redacted stated that he knew White was holding a gun in his pants even though he could not see it. Redacted stated that he did not recall what shoes White had been wearing. All right. And then we got a little insert here. We're going to read this. Alexander, a.k.a. Lil Crazy from CMB, who is the little brother of Crazy, I guess Big Crazy from CMB, who Crazyville is named after, is angry that Lil Pat is dead. He starts getting loud and saying that Lil Pat cannot be in their hood and that Lil Pat was apparently disrespecting somebody on social media. Chicken walks back to the conversation with someone else and then leaves again, reappearing walking towards Lil Pat in the car. All right, we got to pick it up here. Redacted stated that he told Redacted that Richardson was not about the gang stuff. Redacted stated that, let me zoom in a little bit. Redacted told him, let's see, zoom out. All right, let's go back to that one. All right, cool. All right, Redacted stated that he told Redacted that Richardson was not about that gang stuff. Redacted stated that Redacted told him that he had heard Richardson disrespected his Redacted, and then stated that he told Redacted that Richardson never said anything about Redacted. Redacted stated that while he was standing across the street from where the car was parked, he saw the offender walking through the empty lot next to the apartment building at 7000 South Sangamon Street. Redacted stated that the offender had a white t-shirt wrapped around his head in an attempt to conceal his identity. Redacted described this individual as a male black, 18 to 22 years of age, 5'8" to 5'9", tall, medium complexion, bare-chested, and wearing dark blue pants. What we got? Redacted stated that the offender approached the car where Richardson was seated in. Redacted stated the offender began to shoot at Richardson through the front passenger window. Redacted stated that Richardson raised both his hands in an attempt to protect himself while he was being shot. Redacted stated he heard approximately 5 to 6 gunshots. Redacted stated that he ran northbound on Sangamon to the middle of the intersection of 70th and Sangamon. Redacted stated that as the offender was shooting, Richardson climbed from the front passenger seat to the rear passenger seat. Richardson then climbed through the rear passenger seat open window on the driver's side. Richardson landed on the street near the rear tire of the driver's side as he continued to attempt to shield himself from the shooter. Redacted stated that Richardson scooted to the rear of the car and the offender ran westbound on 70th Street. Redacted stated that he ran to Richardson and helped him get into the rear passenger seat of the car. Redacted stated that he got into the driver's seat and drove Richardson to St. Bernard's Hospital. Redacted stated that when they arrived at St. Bernard's Hospital, he pulled up to the ambulance, Sally, and parked. The Redacted stated that he helped Richardson get out of the car. Redacted stated that emergency room staff exited the hospital, placed Richardson on a stretcher, and wheeled him into the hospital. Redacted stated that Richardson asked Redacted to call Redacted. Redacted stated that his phone was dying, so he left the hospital and began to drive Redacted's house. Redacted stated that as he was driving, he called Redacted to get Redacted's telephone number. Redacted stated that Redacted told him to pull over and call the police. All right. Redacted stated he pulled over at 65th and Stewart and called the police. Redacted stated that while he was on the phone with 911, he observed a police car and waved the officer down. Redacted stated that he told the officer what happened. All right. The detectives asked if he knew who shot Richardson. Redacted stated that the person that shot Richardson was an individual known to him as Chicken. All right. And we got a lot more paperwork there, but we're going to skim through that. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't. All right. And we got here, one of the people with Lil Pat starts defending him in an argument, stating that Lil Pat wasn't with the gang stuff while this was going on. Chicken, aka White, is approaching the car and he raises his gun at Lil Pat. Lil Pat puts his hands up and says that I ain't got nothing to do with that stuff. Chicken began firing his gun at Lil Pat and strikes him multiple times. Lil Pat climbs into the back seat and then outside of the car. Chicken is identified seemingly by someone that knows him. They say they knew it was Chicken instantly. They also say that he was wearing the same pants, had the same hair, walk, build, etc. He mentions that he thinks Chicken did it to build a name for himself within the gang. Whoever was with Lil Pat put him in the back of the car and takes him to the hospital. Lil Pat has him call someone to tell them he had been shot on the way there and died shortly after at the hospital. All right, y'all get down in the comments and let me know what y'all think about the Lil Pat story, man. And we out, man. Peace.
All right, so much for that. 702 Sam's got the shot splatter going off, 6 rounds, 7007 South Sangamon on the side. Possibly this from the vacant lot. 6 rounds, 7007 South Sangamon.
Sub 50, put that on my box.
50-10-4. All right, I need another unit to go with 750, please. 731.
731, Stevenson with the station.
All right, 10-4, you're going to be paper. It's coming in as a person shot now. 701 Sangamon, couple calls. Offenders fled in a gold car, male, black, blue jeans, white shirt over his head. The driver was taking a man to the hospital. Fire is not responding. Male was shot in front of 7008 on Sangamon. If anybody's nearby or available to go by St. B's in the event this gold car shows up there, it's supposed to be transporting a person shot to the hospital. 711, can you start headed toward St. B's?
711, 10-4.
All right, we're getting another call, 7010 South Sangamon. Caller heard several shots fired in the area. Someone is shot in front. No additional info on any offender or victim.
750, I guess one of his friends got him in a car, so stand by to a hospital.
10-4, we got 711 going to St. B's. I figured they'd probably go that way. It's supposed to be a gold car. Male, black, blue jeans, white shirt over the head, en route to a hospital, so we'll see. So it was just that one person shot, right? 715, there wasn't word of anybody else?
It's just word that one person was shot, a male, one unknown, no other information.
All right.
Still with the address of 7003.
All right, 7003 Sangamon for the address of occurrence report.
Got blood splatter and a black baseball cap.
Blood splatter and a black baseball cap, 10-4.
One shell casing so far.
And one shell casing, 10-4.
51, traffic stop, 7 Twin Stewart.
75172 in Stewart. You good?
99.
Okay, 35.
Take that.
A suspicious person, 3700 West 79th Place, please. Anonymous caller reporting 3 male blacks, all wearing book bags, walking up and down the block since this morning. They're looking into homes on the block. One is riding a bike, nothing further.
10-4.
And there it is. 711 St. B just called it in. Male gunshot victim in the ER, barely conscious, and no other information available.
10-4, we're walking in now.
10-4.
750, let that unit know to get up to condition as soon as they can. 731.
730.
The shot spotter picking anything up?
Yeah, that's where it came from. 7007 Sangamon on the side. 7003 Sangamon, there's blood, shell casing, and a hat.
10-4 rounds. How many rounds did the shot spotter detect?
Shot spotters say 6.
10-4.
740, third watch. Show myself 86 on scene. 711.
711, go.
The person shot, the last name is Oliver. Ocean, Lincoln, Ida, Victor, Edward, Robert. First name Demonte. David, Adams, Mary, Ocean, Nora, Tom, Adam, Edward, middle initial, Mary. Born March, 3rd of March, 1991.
Where is... Okay, where in the body is he shot?
Just an arm.
Okay.
Are they standing off by 4?
50 got cut out, what?
754, show me on 7th person Polina.
Okay. 750, you got cut out. Try it again.
Victim shot in the arm, is that what I heard?
Critical condition, arm and chest. And 723, go on.
Show us something, come on.
Top 4.
711.
11, go ahead.
Witness saw the victim get dropped off in a car, license plate 814353, Illinois license plate.
Top. Alright, I have the person who dropped off. The person shot at 64 and Stewart. He has shell casings in it. His vehicle is a tan-colored Nissan Maxima. He says he's inside the hospital, and his car's at 64 and Stewart. Can someone look for that car? Anyone around?
Report.
All right, I don't have his name yet, but he says he's in the hospital. Have you seen him or no?
Negative. He's got cousins here that weren't acting.
Okay.